as a media member from Paulius Motiejunas, I want, let's say, Adam Silver approach. If there's this historically infamous fight in Madrid, I want the CEO of the EuroLeague to address the media and the entire basketball community, players, coaches, front office people, fans, everybody, and to share your views, to share your, evaluation of the situation. Was the process following the situation? Was the possible outcome of the situation? And just in general, to address this thing with the basketball community, because it's a huge thing.
I will go with the most probably simplest one to start, schedule. I want EuroLeague taking over the schedule department. And I know the deal with the televisions, kind of disturbs that question. But somehow you have to find a way for a casual fan to watch as much games as possible. And I'm talking about you have 2 games on Thursday. You have at least 2 games on every day that EuroLeague is played. You can watch at least 2 games. So it should be like a 7 p.m. CET start, 1 game, and at least 1 game on 7, and at least 1 game at 9, or whatever that time is. The 2-hour difference every day. So you can watch 4 games out of 9 on each round, and you make a playoff schedule that is also the same. Like with quarterfinals, basically, you have 4 pairs, and you have 2 pairs playing on each day. So a casual fan, in theory, should be able to watch all the games.
Yeah.
You start them by 2-hour, difference. And a casual fan can watch EuroLeague basketball, all playoff games, be up to date with all pairs, do not have to switch screens.
I have it also. This whole thing includes in my third request to Paulius Motiejunas, which is the new EuroLeague friendly TV deal, where the EuroLeague has the final word on organizing some things, or at least, keeping a veto right in some particular situations.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. And
it should be, the main engine for EuroLeague to grow, the TV deal.
One of the main. Yeah,
one of the
for
main.
sure. For sure, they have to make more money than from the current deal.
Exactly. Okay, so if you don't have money to make changes, then one change is not about the money, and that's an obvious one, a playing tournament. I expect this to start from next year.
Yeah, we're already too late, at least for 1 year with this decision, right?
I agree, and I would even add a relegation tournament. Hear me out. I know there are teams that have a license.
Exactly.
But I thought about it. Okay. What about those teams that don't have a license, the wildcard teams, who are the lowest in the standings? Those 2 play a series as well. Maybe between the Final 4 and quarterfinals, when you have that break, they play a best of 3 series. Who doesn't get a wild card for next year?
I actually had this play-in idea involved in my second request, which is called let's say, clear direction of the competition. The regular season and the playoffs formats, which includes the play-in tournament, where the expansion will take place first, how many teams will play. And I actually expected many of these answers right now, basically, from Marshall Glickman's administration. But that's maybe even one of the biggest issues, that EuroLeague shareholders didn't get that clear picture how the competition will evolve in the upcoming years. And maybe that's the big expectation that Paulius Motiejunas has from the shareholders, giving him this, responsibility of being in charge of the EuroLeague. And at least from what I've heard from Motiejunas, just sharing his thoughts about the EuroLeague, he once said that he thinks that the 20-team regular season is the most realistic. Speaking of the potential expansion, he really likes Dubai's market. He's not afraid of those long trips. he even mentioned interesting thing that there's back-to-back games idea alive, in case you will have to, to deal with the scheduling issues, having
2
more
games in 2 days, you mean?
Yeah. Let's say one team is visiting Istanbul and you're playing Fener and Efes the following day, or there's this, fast train between Barca and Madrid if you're staying in this region. So at least there is this idea alive. So a lot of interesting thoughts from Mateuna's side. Not sure how it fits the rest of now it's 13 shareholders, because Mateunas will have to forget that he has green blood in his veins.